So we're finally saying a very goodbye to Reginae and Toya and Reginae. I absolutely love the show. I'm gonna miss them. I'm actually hoping that there will be a season two because it was just too short. It was interesting, it was fun, and it dived into a lot of family issues. But we just had 6 episodes, and I'm literally hoping that it got or it's going to get renewed for season two. But before we go ahead and talk about today's episode of Toya and Reginae, which is the season finale. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button down below if you're not subscribed to our channel. Like and comment on these videos, guys. Comment your thoughts on what you think about this episode, and also like to make YouTube recommend our video to a lot of people to see. So now back to the episode. Firstly, they started off from the game 9 from of last week, and of course, Red decided to actually say, "Oh yes, I did lose the ring." I was like, "What took him so long? What is there?" It's made for me. I started feeling suspicious of him. Like if you lost your ring, I feel like if you lost your ring mistakenly, you'll be out and about with it. You wouldn't be sneaky about it. But he was sneaky about it, losing the ring. So I kept on thinking, did he lose the ring in a way that is not honorable? That's why he's lying about losing the ring and hiding it from his wife. I was so happy that finally he let the cat out and he has ordered a new one. Could have just same because I knew that Toya would have had that feeling like, okay, something was going on. The ring has been lost because he hasn't been wearing it for a long while. So she would already know that been misplaced. For him to just lie, that sometimes it could cause rift in relationship. That's one thing I know, and I'm happy that Toya decided not to take it personal. And at least he's a very good husband. He like the way he David had to like kind of forget the fact that he did that. I know that he does love her. Yeah, like he does love Toya a lot. But one part of today's episode that got me kind of feeling a certain way was the fact that he talked about getting pregnant and having another child in the last episode, episode 5, and now she was like shifting away from the topic, and now she like said everything that was going on. She has fibroid. And before she got pregnant for Rain, she had to remove the fibroid before she got pregnant. And now the fibroid is back and worse. And to get pregnant again, she has to go for that surgery. And the surgery, according to her, it was bad. She couldn't do anything. She couldn't depend on herself. And she's more of an independent person. It's like you have been an independent person for a long time and get that independence taken from you, not because you wanted it to be taken away, but because of something you cannot control. And I'm sure it's the most painful thing she has ever gone through. And the sitting at home, not to be able to do anything, stress, and it comes with a lot of things. And I believe she's thinking about the pain she went through that time, and now thinking about going through that same pain for the second time. And it's not because she doesn't want a child; she wants the child, but the doctor has already told her it is back. The fibroid is back and is worse than before. And for her to have any chance of the babe of her getting pregnant, even if she gets pregnant miraculously, for the chance of the child surviving, she has to have an operation. She has to have a surgery. And she has been thinking about that. Like she doesn't want to go. She literally, her body language, everything she says, I don't want to go with this thing. Even me talking about it, when I was watching the episode, I felt a certain kind of way. I felt the pain she was feeling. And even talking about it now, it's as if I'm feeling the pain she's feeling. Having to go through that. The first time was not it wasn't nice. Then having to go through that again for the second time. I feel for her. And the fact that and I felt a certain way also that the husband was still saying she had to have the surgery. I know Red loves Toya. I'm not disputing that fact that Red loves Toya. He does love Toya. But you were there. He went through all the phases of what she went through when she did the first surgery. He was there with her before she got pregnant for Rain. He was there with her. He saw her when she was in her lowest, the pain, the tears, and the depression, everything. He was there for it. And for you to still say you have to do it For me, I felt like it was being insensitive of, she's the one that is going through the pain. He is not. He's just there to cuddle, tell her sorry, get her what she needs. She's the one going through all the pain, all the suffering, for every single thing. She's going through it. You don't know what anybody is going through. It's only the person that knows what they are going through. So he doesn't know what pain level she was on when she went through that phase. And for him to say, but you know you have to go through the surgery, it pained me so much. I felt like at that moment he was being insensitive to her feelings because she was crying. She was like, I don't want to go through it. I'm scared. I want to have a baby, but I'm scared of going through that same thing over again. You should know that she went through a lot because, according to Daniela, she even had a tear after the surgery and they had to go back into the hospital to get it stitched back up. To go through all that, she's scared. Once is enough. And he's just, I feel like because he just wants a child, he doesn't want to understand how she's feeling. And I feel like there are other ways to have children. There's adoption, there's surrogacy. If he so much wants his child, I understand he wanted to have his own biological child. I understand. He could go to a surrogate. They take her eggs, they take his sperm, and it's done. But for you saying she should go through that, go through the pain, go through the stress, go through the depression, just for her to have another child again, and you're saying she has to do it. You know you have to do it. That was very insensitive. Very, very insensitive. I don't know. I'm not saying that he doesn't love her. He does love her. I love the way he adores her, but he was being very insensitive in that moment in time to her pain because she was crying. She was saying it. I needed to find other options. She was saying, you could see that she was trying to relay a message to him, but he wasn't just getting it. He wasn't just getting it. Although at the end of the episode, when they were showing us how things were going, they showed that she was still trying to look for alternative way to deal with her fibrosis, and probably they might look to getting a surrogate to get their child in the future. Or probably if there's a season two, we'll get to find out whether she decided to go do the surgery or get the surrogate. I would love to see season two to know what actually went on with the story of probably her getting pregnant or not. Now to Reginae. Reginae has officially moved to LA. I'm happy for her. We didn't get to see her much in this episode. I guess she was kind of preparing and packing up to move to LA, so she didn't get to shoot a lot because we saw more of Toya in this episode. This episode was Toya's episode, more of her. And we also got to see Jaisha's graduation. I am so happy to lose your dad, and it's not easy, and to have an absent mom, and you still graduate from college, from school, and she's going into college to study nursing. I'm so proud of her that she could bring herself. A lot of people would think the world has ended, but I'm happy that she even has a family by her side. Like Toya has been taking care of her since her brother died, and it's great. She knows that she has a great support system, even despite despite I say despite every other thing that is going on. And we also got to see Betty. Betty is happy. Like, I'm happy. I know that I'm not a number one fan of this her boyfriend, but I'm seeing that she's happy. Like, she's smiley, she's happy, and I like that for her. Unlike when she was with Mel, she wasn't happy. She wasn't really smiling. But I'm happy that you could see her the joy. This she had that smile. She had that glow in her. So that means the guy is doing a great job on her. So I'm literally happy that the guy is in her life because we see more of her. She's more expressive and everything. But another thing in this episode was the mother missing. I found that strange, especially when someone has a history of drugs and everything. I found that strange that she got missing for a while, and she, how will you miss you said you were mourning your son and you missed his only child's graduation. She's off to college. As much as I know, yes, everybody's going through pain. She needed you there, like Toya said, because her mom was a no show. So, of course, she needed to see her grandma being dead, but she wasn't there also. And the excuse of she was mourning her son, it didn't go by with me. Like, I didn't see any reason to it didn't make sense. I don't understand how you be mourning your son and you forget the living. She is the offspring of that son you're mourning. The love you're supposed to give to that son, give it to her. The care, the attention you're supposed to give to that son, give it to Jesha. Just say, give it to her. But I'm still happy that at the end of the day, a lot of people were there, and I don't think she actually felt it because she's a very shy person. But they were able to make the graduation party fun for her, and I hope she does well in college and she graduates to be the most recognized nurse in the world. Then also to the part of the mom missing, finally, their brother was able to fish her out after how many days of going AWOL. Nobody heard from her. Nobody. She didn't pick anybody's call. She didn't call anybody. The brother was able to fish her out, and she was like, she wants the children to reconcile. I understand where Toya's brother was coming from and his excuse for the way he is. But one thing I would say, I know there's trauma. Trauma is real, and when he explained it, I understand. It's not a good thing to grow up in a house with your mother on drugs, always high. Then you always had people high coming to the house, people on drugs coming to your house, people that wanted to buy drugs coming to your house. He literally grew up in drugs, and he has always been in jail from the year of 10 years. He didn't have anybody to protect him. He didn't have anybody to show him the right way. I do understand the trauma is still with him. But at the end of the day, it doesn't still warrant him to be as abusive as he is. Whenever he goes on that his anger rant, he's always abusive. He doesn't care how you feel. He doesn't look at you how you feel. And that doesn't make sense to me. I understand you went through trauma. You went through the same trauma. BD went through the same trauma you went through. Yes, Toya was fortunate enough to remove herself from that equation earlier. BD too was able to remove herself from the equation earlier, and you stuck with it. I understand. But the thing is that every one of them, BD, Toya, have gone through their own trauma. They don't come around because of the trauma, throwing aggression on others. Yes, we understand trauma. Trauma is real. But I also know that people try to overcome their trauma. People know that it's not good, it's not healthy to hold on to those bad memories, to those bad traumas. It's good to heal and move forward. But you're not trying to move forward, you're trying to blame everybody. And you will not move forward like that if you blame every single person. You wouldn't move forward. I do hope he seeks help and he heals from all the issues that is going on. I do hope he seeks help and heals, because according to them playing what's happening right now, his blood, Casey is still blogging from Toya has blocked him. She isn't on talking terms with him. That means they still had another blowout, and she had already promised that if they have another blowout, she's going to block him. So he's blocked. And I'm like, he needs help. He needs to recognize by himself. Nobody can help him. He needs to recognize himself that he needs help and get that help and go back and apologize to Toya, because she is nice. She's trying to accommodate her siblings. She's trying to pull them to the place she is. It's not everybody that does that. And I'm happy that Toya's and Betty's relationship has graduated, because now and Betty are still living in the same house. So for her to still be in the house, that means the relationship has literally matured and grown. And I hope that it keeps on getting better. And then literally, I want a season 2, because I want to know what exactly is going on in that house. It was fun. It was interesting. I'm gonna miss the season. I'm gonna miss the show, and I hope that WeTV, literally all black, gets this show released and renewed for season 2. Well, guys, that's where we come for an end, like the end of Toya and Reginae. Thank you guys for all watching. I got all the love from people watching reviews whenever we drop our review on Toya and Reginae. Thank you very much for always watching our videos. But don't forget to like and comment. Doesn't mean you're gonna leave us. We still have other videos. We have other shows that we do. And if you're just missing up for the first time, don't forget to click on the subscription button down below to subscribe to our channel, like and comment, give us your thoughts and opinion about this video. We'll see you guys next time.